RealGreenWorld.
That's right, the show where we talk about green.
For the rest of us.
Yeah, for you and me and anyone else who drives an SUV.
No judgment here, we both own one.
We both eat fast food.
Have a ton of kids.
Wait, that's just you, but I only have one. But, so let's stay on topic. The point is the show is for you.
That's what this is all about. If it's not green,
For your wallet,
and for the environment,
then it don't count.
because last time we checked, they're both green. All
So,
right.
welcome to this week's show.
Yep.
And we're going to change it up a little bit. We are on site at the Montage Resort.
That's a big change.
Well,
we did that first show.
Yeah, but we're on site. We're all going crazy because we're near opening. And today we've got Mark Slyman with us. Mark is the Director of Sustainability for Montage Resorts. Right?
Correct.
And we wanted to bring Mark on to talk a little bit about sustainability and about LEED, and about what that means for Montage and for really anybody else who goes down the path. So, Director of Sustainability, what does that mean?
Kind of a fancy title, but more than anything, I coordinate all the sustainable development opportunities for Montage as well as the operational policies.
Right.
So I get to start working on trying to help put the policies and procedures to both the operational side as well as to some of the constructional decisions we make. You know, some of the product choices, some of the steps that are taken in order to try to do the best thing we can.
Right. You were involved at the design stage.
Exactly.
From design.
We actually, and through this process, we've actually developed a sustainable standard for our corporation, for all new construction, you know, which takes into account, it mimics some of the LEED principles, as well as some of the things that are really unique to the hospitality environment.
What would that be in particular?
When you look at LEED, LEED was originally designed for office buildings. Obviously, a hotel is a mixed, especially with residential, is a mixed-use facility.
Right.
So you have a number of requirements that maybe not fit into the box that USGBC would like to put the building into.
USGBC, the United States Green Building Company.
Yes,
They own LEED.
They own LEED, they administer LEED. They're not a government agency, they're independent, nonprofit. But they've really risen to the top as far as a credible certifying body when it comes to sustainable development construction. They're working towards existing buildings as an operational measurement as well. So for us, we look at, we can take that as a baseline. LEED looks at site selection, water efficiency, energy efficiency, materials and resources, indoor air quality, and then opportunity to call it innovation and design, which is in essence bonus points.
Yeah.
So that's where a product like us, as a hospitality product, can standardize certain operational policies, an environmental preferred purchasing plan, a green housekeeping plan, a landscape management plan that maybe are more operationally based, but in essence kind of a lead on new construction and say, hey, we're going to operate the facility in this way.
Yeah.
And then in essence we get credit for that on LEED as well. So a project like this is new construction. You have a lot of the LEED properties built into it, be it our energy model, energy efficiency, water efficiency, site selection. This is a brownfield site, so we worked with EPA on the development of this site. So we got the brownfield credit for this, working with public transportation, incentivizing low emissions vehicle parking, carpool plans, all those kind of things that are typical of any building, but then work with operations as well as to make sure that we're going to operate in sustainability.
So you already kind of touched on that third question, which is about what we did specifically here.
Right.
Brownfield. We have public transportation.
Yes.
We have selected parking for
Carpool, low emission
vehicles.
Exactly. Then we also go into some of the, when you look at construction decisions we made, be it water efficient fixtures. You know, this project model out 24% more efficient than a standard code allowed available.
So low flow fixtures.
Low flow fixtures, you know, and still balancing it with luxury. There's a kind of a misnomer that luxury and sustainability can't exist.
Right.
Sustainability, people think of as less. And what we try to do, no, it's more efficient. It's a better way of doing things. We can produce a better product in a more efficient way. I use an example all the time as a dishwasher. You can teach a dishwasher to load a tray full every time. You just saved on the utilities, you saved on the time, bottom line costs, so all those things on how we do business. And then making a building that hopefully is more efficient in how it operates.
So sustainability is at the core of Montage's system.
From the top to the bottom, we have an ownership that pushes it, we have associates that embrace it, and want to run with it. And that's really key. I mean, I'm just one person. We have over 2,000 associates within our 3 resorts. So our goal is to be able to kind of nourish that excitement, give them an ability to run with it, be eyes and ears for me, and where we can kind of play off each of the resorts. Yeah. Each one's so different in where the location is and what they have bringing to the table. But at the same time, if we can find successes in a certain area and carry that over to each of the property, it's bottom line profits, it's maybe a better product.
Bottom line profits.
Yeah, exactly.
Like bottom line profits.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So there's a stigma out there that LEED costs more money. If you want to get LEED certification, it costs more money. And to a point, that's kind of true.
There are certain things in the process that do cost. They're hard costs. There's a registration fee. There's certain commissioning costs that are involved. A lot of these things are blown out of proportion. They're decisions.
That's the point I wanted
exactly.
to get to.
The decisions we made on this project, I could say we spent less than 0.5% on things that was just LEED required. Everything else, there's an ROI. There's a return on investment. Right. There's smart business decisions, either how we're going to operate, how we choose to. A great example is snow melt. You know, a lot of the property has snow melt built in, such as this deck right here, but we don't have to throw salt. We don't have people out here shoveling snow all the time. It's environmentally preferred, it's labor preferred, and it's automatic. So those kind of systems, if we can put in place, it makes it a win-win.
Let me just jump in. One of the other snow melts is the Soul Ice.
Exactly.
They're one of our sponsors, so
Exactly.
we'll plug them a little bit. But I think we're saving, what was it, about 20-30% over the spec product? And we're melting 5 times as much area for a 20 to 30% savings.
Which is huge.
And price was the same.
Price was the same. Yes.
So,
it's a win-win.
didn't cost more, cost less to operate, does more.
Exactly.
That's what this show's all about.
So that's what we are. I mean, those are the kind of solutions we're trying to find throughout. And this is a perfect example there of what we can do.
Great.
Thank you. Appreciate you taking the time out of the day. I know it's crazy, and I got to get back in there myself.
Yes.
But appreciate you coming out.
Thank you.
I gotta flip this around.
Who's calling Chris?
Yeah, who's calling Chris?
Yeah, it's
What's
who's
up
calling
with that?
Chris? Kramer, I got to call you right back. All right. Okay, so where are we?
We are, we did get great interview.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. Really appreciate Mark taking the time to do that.
Mark is definitely a respected individual in that field. He's a guy that people also consult with, both LEED and sustainability and setting up sustainability programs.
Yeah, that was great. It's cool to see that there are people with those kinds of positions out there.
Oh yeah.
That corporate, America is actually embracing
America
this.
cares.
Yeah.
Well, because it's green for the wallet.
It's there, it is. It does both. So
green for
speaking
the
of
wallet.
green,
What's this?
high chews.
What is it?
Oh, I had them upside down. High chews.
I never heard. Is this from Canada or something?
No, they're from like Japan
Mexico?
or something. So they're not really, very green as far as shipping them from Japan
That one pack came over on a boat.
by itself. It's boat candy. You gotta try one though. They're green and they're really yummy. And so I'm plugging
Where'd you
high
find them?
chews. I found these at some gas station. I was taking my daughter back
Is it
to Boise.
is it just because the package is green?
Yeah, that's it.
It tastes like something that they would eat in Japan.
It does, doesn't it? You don't like them? I love them.
It's good. It's kind of
They're great.
waxy.
Only at first. They're
Pretty
good chew. Yeah. So our sign keeps moving.
I know. Hey, are we going to do the green meter?
Let's do the green meter. We need to do green meter on the montage.
We're kind of by ourselves this week. We don't have an assistant.
We thought we came up with a great idea to fix the
That's why Dennis keeps walking off camera.
sign. Yeah.
Bye.
All right. There you go. You're the green meter guy.
So let's rate the Montage Hotel as green on a green meter.
Now, of course, we're comparing it to other large chain, high-end resort hotels. So keep that in mind.
Right. So I'm going to go about here.
Yeah. I think they might even be just a little bit further than that, but that's pretty. They're for what you got here.
For 1 million square feet, up in the mountains, sitting on what some people might consider prime real estate. It is a brownfield. This was an old mine, and we reclaimed it. So, plus getting LEED certification, which we're in the process right now. It's pretty green.
Yep, pretty green.
All right.
So, let's do real green history.
Okay. This day in real green history. Okay, can I do that every week?
Every week, do it. Yeah, it's all about being corny. So,
I like going like this.
you look so majestic when you do it, and you got that deep voice.
Yeah. What are we doing?
I was thinking, you know, we could tell the story of the first time we ever came in contact.
Okay.
It's kind of cool
All right.
story.
Yeah,
It was all about this building. That's why we even met.
Yep.
It was all about montage.
It was at Leighton's offices. It was the pre-bid meeting with the three different bidders that were going to bid on the roof.
Yep.
And you were bidder number 2. You and Brett came up.
Yep.
And
Brett's the CEO of Soul Ice.
Yep.
Another plug for Soul Ice.
And I think we were about 6 minutes into the interview, and I knew right away that you guys were going to get hired because.
Was that about the time I said, "Wait a minute, I got something really cool in my car. Let me go bring it back in here"?
Yeah.
Remember what it was?
It was the roof shingle, wasn't it?
Yeah, the classic metal shingle.
Metal shingle.
Plug another sponsor.
Yep.
So I brought in the sample cases from that, but we had also talked about, you know, this is one of the craziest roof designs anyone's ever come up with in snow country.
I've been with the company for like less than a month. Did a roof review, knew it was all wrong for snow country, knew it needed to be redesigned. And when we sat down, that was one of the first things you said. You got this all wrong. We're going to have to start over. We're going to have to not think outside the box, explode it.
That's right.
That's what you said. And the rest is this day in real green history.
All right, so there we go. Let's do the question of the week.
Okay, question of the week.
Question of the week.
Do I do the behind the back thing again?
No. Did you hear we had a comment on fan page about the behind the back thing?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, well, Gina Hubbard, a local real estate agent and a fan of the thing, was worried that you might reach and grab the wrong spot, so we're going to do it over the head. It'd be more appropriate. That's for you, Gina. What do we got?
All right.
Again, we're winning a Christmas ornament this week. Oh, did we get any promises on swag?
No, not yet.
Not yet? Okay. We're not sure what we're going to be winning next week, but it's another Christmas ornament because it's coming up on Christmas this week. So, Thad Peterson.
All right, Dad. I think I answered this question already online.
On the fan page.
Okay, great news site for those of us sensibly green but tree-hugging fanatics. So my question is especially for Piper, after stating Al Gore's name on the scale of how green something is, which side of green is Mr. Gore and how green is he? Well, that is a good segue into why this green here is not called Al Gore green anymore, and it's called Ed Begley Jr. green.
Ed Begley Jr.
That Al Gore, while he's pushing green, didn't really live in it, you know, because his green is probably closer to here.
Well, you know, I'm not so sure that, you know, carbon offsetting works for your. It doesn't work for a corporation, let alone working for your own living.
Yeah, you know,
scenario.
It's like trading weird futures, I guess.
Well, trading something bad for something good. Why don't you just do the good yourself?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's me.
So that's the real green question, and it's no longer Al Gore green. It is Ed Begley Jr. green. Kind of our hero.
Yeah, we love Ed Begley. We want him on the show someday.
Who's calling Chris again? It's Pop.
Wow.
It's my dad. Hold on a second. Hey, Pop, I'm gonna have to call you back. All right.
This is driving me
Meanwhile,
nuts.
hey, you're on TV. And we keep losing our cards.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
So
now
where are
they're
we
not
now?
going to move. I think that's our show.
Okay.
So, that's our show.